What's going on, everyone? IVG here, Coach of the Tyrantrum, back from my Week 2 battle against Saigai, coach of the Amsterdam Rampardos. His channel will be linked down below in the description, also with his team. Be sure to go check him out. He does other league battles, and I believe he has a co-op, or versus, I think, with one of his fans, so be sure to go check that out. Anyway, let's get on to this week's team builder. Look at his team, it's really balanced compared to what I saw to the other teams from what I think, but it has a little different approach to it. His Pokemon is Latios, Volcarona, and Magnezone for his OU picks. Serperior, Mienshao, and Tentacruel for his UU picks. Swellow, Umbreon, and Tyrantrum for his RU picks. And then Aromatisse, Golurk, and Vanilluxe for his NUPU picks. Now this is my team that I had brought for this week. Hopefully, I checked this, and based on how it looks, it has mainly coverage for all 12 of his Pokemon, give or take most of them. But I tried my best to build and prep for whatever I predict to come my way, and that's all I really can build off of. But starting off, I brought Pocket Heavy, the Magearna again. I brought an Assault Vest with Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. Flare Cannon and Flash Cannon are both stat moves that do help out Magearna on the offensive side. Flare Cannon really puts a staple against Mega Latias. Of course, stab damage always works. Flash Cannon really hits that Aromatisse if it decides to come, hits the Tyrantrum. And I packed Bolt Beam, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam for coverage. Ice Beam, if I do not want to lower my special attack with Flare Cannon, I have Ice Beam. It does like 35 to 40% for that Mega Latias. It's also coverage against Serperior, which he might bring as like a support set with like Defog, Leech Seed. It might have like coverage with like maybe like Leaf Storm, Ear Drain, Hidden Power Fire, or Dragon Pulse, whichever. Also cover Bolt Beam also covers well against Swellow, whether it's physically offensive or especially offensive. That Bolt Beam, Ice Beam is really good against Tyrantrum if I decide not to go for Flash Cannon, and it's also that Ice Beam is also good for coverage for Golurk. I decided to run the spread because I wanted a little bit more bulky set. I wanted to go offensive, like max HP, max special attack, just so I can take hits. I know it's not much specially defensible, but then I looked at it again. I was like, I really need something to take these special hits because, of course, his OU threats being Mega Latias, Volcarona, and Magnezone. I know that Volcarona could run through my team if I don't have a designated special wall on my team, so I needed something that could take those special hits, so I put Magearna since it's base 115, has an okay HP stat, and works really well with an Assault Vest. So I just chose it for an Assault Vest. Next up we have Jet the Latios, Dragonium Z, Draco Meteor, Psychic, Earthquake, and Ice Beam, running again a mixed set because I saw Earthquake as a coverage move against Magnezone, having that 4 times weakness to it, and Volcarona. It does like 40 around a mid roll, so I decided, okay, let's just keep it. It also did Tentacruel, but I don't see why I wouldn't click Psychic. But of course, Draco Meteor and Psychic, both my coverage moves that I wanted. Draco Meteor can do a lot of damage to his Pokemon. Only thing it has that could deny that hit would be his Magnezone, which is why I ran Earthquake, and his Aromatisse would negate the actual attack. And then I decided to run Psychic because if it decides to run like a physical defensive set, I have Psychic which do like 40% min. And I also carried Ice Beam as a coverage move, really good for Serperior if it decides to have Dragon Pulse as a coverage move. Really helps me against Swellow if it's like Modest, Adamant, to where I can outspeed it, maybe, I think, off the top of my head. I do not know for sure if I can outspeed it if it's Adamant or Modest. Really can help me out against that Golurk if it decides to be like a bulky set, but that's whatever. Next up, we are bringing to the table Sanchez Weavile, making his first appearance to the team, running a Life Orb set, I don't think I need to change the ability. Pickpocket really doesn't make much of a good ability. Pressure can like lower down the usage of a mood real quick. I ran Knockoff, Pursuit, Ice Shard, and Low Kick. I thought it'd be a good idea to run Iso Crash. Excuse me. But it does have that chance of missing. And Knockoff still does a really good amount of damage to Latias. To where I could just keep it. And even Pursue, if he decides to switch out, that thing is instantly gone. It does like double from what it does. So Knockout, Pursuit, Ice Shard, and Low Kick, like I said. Stab moves, Knockout, Pursuit, and Ice Shard. How many times am I going to say it in this video? Because of most of the team, I had to carry Low Kick for that Magnezone. I believe it does not one-shot, but a Low Kick could come in. It could not even hit me. It could be like on switch in, and then I can Ice Shard the next turn. Instantly goes down. The Low Kick also works well against Umbreon. I believe it does like a third of its health, give or take. Tyrantrum works well. I believe it's like real close to knocking it out, but it's not. It's not a for sure KO. And Vanilluxe does also a lot of damage as well, but I could honestly just go for knockoff for that same amount of damage. Next up we have Bolt and Manectric, running Lightning Rod again, which will then, when I Mega Evolve, will turn into Intimidate. If I get the Lightning Rod again, it's a good +1 special attack, and could honestly destroy his team. Like I said last time, if I get a hit with Electric move, his whole team gets blown away. Nothing will want to switch to this thing. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Flamethrower, and I changed. I think it was like Hidden Power Ice, and I changed it over to Signal Beam because I wanted something to at least do some damage to that Latias. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, stab moves. Volt Switch helps me switch out. Flamethrower, a good coverage move for Magnezone, Serperior, and Vanilluxe if he decides to bring it. And also Signal Beam helps me out. Also it's a Serperior, and it's real good against the Umbreon. I believe it does a little bit more to what it does to Latias, but it's good to have in the end. I almost debated on running Snarl, but it didn't do enough damage to Golurk, nor did it do to Latias, so I just ran Signal Beam in the end. Next up we have Mendler, also making his debut. Mendler the Tornadus. Leftovers, because I didn't want to do any sort of offensive pressure, just support pressure. Prankster helps me out a lot, because it does support that Tailwind, allows me to get up exactly, or I should say first, depending on if he goes for a priority move or not. Which, based on looking at his team, his only priority Pokemon are Swellow with Quick Attack, and I believe that's it. Oh, Vanilluxe with Ice Shard if he decides to run it. But Hurricane, stab move, covers really well with his team. Superpower, good coverage move for Magnezone, Tyrantrum, Umbreon, and Vanilluxe. And U-turn is like switch initiative, which I could counter a Volturn with Manectric and Tornadus. Ran a little offense set, a little mix set like how Latios is, except it's swapped. This one's a physical attacker, this one is a special attacker. And finally we have Valmaria also making her debut. With the Window Barrier and Solid Rock, I basically made the set to live a Leaf Storm from Serperior and be able to revenge kill it with an Ice Punch. If you don't believe me, go calc this set, and it does live. I'm telling you. Of course, Window Barrier, Solid Rock. I brought Stealth Rocks for hazards, even though he has like 3 hazard removers. Actually, I think 4, unless the Aromatisse does not get defog for something that I thought it did. Stealth Rock does help me out. The Volcarona comes in 50%. Vanilluxe and Swellow come at 25. Rock Slide and Earthquake, good coverage. Stab moves, and Ice Punch is a coverage move for Latias, Serperior. And that's all I have for the team. I hope you guys enjoy.